elite.
It is. We're finally going to be able to get a new champion here at PMWC. Alpha 7 got eliminated in survival stage. Now it's going to come down to who wants it the most. And as I was saying in my video, it comes down to consistency, Max.
Consistency is going to be so important going into these grand finals. But as you said, Alpha 7, they're not here. We're definitely going to be crowning a brand new champion here at PMWC. Maybe a whole new region too, because you have a few regions that never won a global trophy. That could be happening over the course of this weekend.
It's a very exciting time, considering we know we are guaranteed that new world champion here for the World Cup, of course. Let's take a look at the Qadir's top plays here from Riyadh and see how everything has gone down throughout the last couple of group stage days, as well as into the survival stage here, 7, because we did not see disappointment from all of these teams.
We didn't. We actually ended up seeing a lot of surprises. I'm glad that we're starting off here with Yangon Galacticos. That was such a surprising team. They started off hot in group stages, going to survival stage. I felt like they finally came to their own. And remember, Max, something that we were talking about with that team is that a lot of the players, this was kind of like their first time experience. That's gone out of the way. They've been able to kind of just become comfortable with the situation that we're dealing with, them wanting to become champions.
They didn't have experience. Now they have the experience going into the first two stages of here PMWC. I'm actually going to go on to another team that surprised me. We were talking about Yangon Galacticos going into the group stage. It was Team Secret. Definitely a more silent team, but it was enough to make into the grand finals. Though Team Secret, we know you can weasel your way into the late game. I want to see them try and get high elimination count if they want to have a surprise here in the finals.
They're staying true to their name. That was one team that at one point we were surprised. Yeah, we were like, wait, what? Wow, they're actually up there. They're going to be able to make it within the top 8, and we're able to do just that.
They're an enigma, and we'll see if they can continue that on. Of course, there are some big heavy hitters that we're going to have to talk about as well throughout this day, throughout the pre-show as well. I think a lot of people's eyes, Max, are on Alter Ego, are on the likes of Forthright. After what they put up in the group stage, yes, they get to rest during that survival, and they're going to be back stronger.
It's really hard to pick like one contender, because you have like, I have 5, 6 teams. I'm like, you know, they could all try and win it this time around, but Alter Ego in particular, this is the first time in a long time that I'm seeing like an SEA team dominate globally, especially in the hands of Krypton, Rosemary, Alva. That's been such an amazing setup player. If any team can bring back a global trophy to SEA ever since BTR back in like, what, 2019? Alter Ego could be the one to make it happen.
Let's take other reactions from the Crunchyroll and see how all of these players were kind of figuring things out, because there were emotions riding high, especially in that survival stage. Of course, we did see some teams leave here, 7, but for sure, those big heavy hitters, obviously, they breezed through when it came to that group stage, and they're looking fierce.
And when you talk about heavy hitters, I'm glad that we got a chance to see Power right there in that replay, because that team was just oozing confidence when it came down to survival stage, making sure they just control every single circle. They still have 4 players alive, playing that 1-2-1 split, making sure they third party as well. And when we're talking about confidence, I mean, we saw what Horob's been able to do, and I can't wait to see what Forthright is going to be doing.
Bro, Forthright, I mean, we have to keep in mind, by the way, this is the first time we have a Pakistani team in an international finals ever. And if they could take it home for the first presence in the finals like this could be making history for the entirety of the Pakistani region. We had orgs like IH, strong players like Crypto. It seems like this Forthright roster could be the one to make it happen.
4 components here working as one to try and get themselves glory here for PMWC, but oftentimes these teams all coordinated very together. It's not just about their teams, it's about family as well.
يمكن كنت غلطان بأن الشجاعة ليس فقط بالفوز ولكن بعدم الاستسلام. الحقيقة عندما أول مرة قال لي أريد يصير لاعب أنا ما شجعت الحقيقة، وكنت أميل دائما للدراسة. لحين في يوم من الأيام أجا ابني خبرني قال لي بابا اكو موضوع عايز احكي وياه. قلت له تفضل ابني. قال بابا اكو اتفاق انه يسوون عقد وياي كلاعب ورياضي بالالعاب الالكترونيه، ولازم يريدون موافقتك. يعني الحقيقه انا ما كنت مقتنع بالموضوع بالبدايه، ولكن وضح لي الامور وشاف لي شلون صيغه العقد، وقريت العقد وتفاصيله دقيقه كانت من جهة قانونية مرتبة. يعني
الحجي أنا هنا، أنا الدبابة والمدفع، أنا الرامي، أنا القوي وأنا المحامي.
العام الماضي شفت الخيبة الأمل في عينه، ليس بموضوع الخسارة، ولكن كان أمنيتي أن يحقق أمنيتي يعني بالمباراة، وأنه أنا ما أعرف شو أقول له، يعني ما يعني قدمت له الشيء اللي يقدر أن يفيده. بس أتمنى كنت لو شايفه أني أو متكلم وياه قبل البطولة، بس أتمنى كنت لو شايفه أني أو متكلم وياه قبل البطولة، أنا أقول لابني الحجي إناتك، وأتمنى أني فخور بيك وبلعبك وبإمكانياتك، وأتمنى أن تتطور أكثر وأكثر.
Hello, mic check. Can you guys hear me? Hold on, you should be able to hear me. Hello?
هو اللي خلاني افتخر بيه.
Wait, earlier you guys could earlier my mic was muted, so I replugged and unplugged. Mic sounds good. Okay, all right. Because earlier Fusion was saying that you guys can't hear me, so.
إن كان فاز ولا خسر، إنه أني دائما داعمه في.
What about the game volume?
إن شاء الله أتمنى له كل التوفيق.
Is the game volume low or? Yeah, you were muted. Yeah.
هالمرة ما راح أتأخر.
I was trying to figure that out. What about the stream volume? Do you want me to increase the stream volume or this is good?
ودعم الفوز.
Only the game volume was on. Yeah. A little low but fine. I mean, I can increase it.
وأكون داعمين إليه في كل مباراة يقدمها إن شاء الله.
Yeah, exactly.
هنا البداية الآن، هنا الانطلاق الآن، باور من جديد.
Still want to hear you. I know. I made it a little bit low. That way you guys can hear me more than
صراحة أمنيتي من غير
more than the game itself.
إنه يكون
So,
عائلتي موجودين هنا واحتفل أنا وعائلتي في المركز الأول يعني.
Power.
الشيء الأمنية اللي أتمناها يعني.
Bro, Power was doing so well on the survival stage game day 2. They were doing amazing.
هلا بابا، هلا مصطفى. الحمد لله وصلت والله، هسه خلصت من المطار.
Welcome in, Nikita. Chat, should I end my vertical? I don't know why I started vertical too. I should only do one, right? Not do the vertical. Or should I do both?
شلون صحة؟ كيف صحتك؟ الله يسلمك، الله يحفظك، بارك الله فيك، مشتاقين، الله يحفظك. هلا عمو ابو عابد، هلا عابد السلامة، شلونكم عمو؟
And vertical, both is fine.
نتمنى نحقق الغاية من السفرة.
Not gonna lie, I wanted to go pro. What happened? I know a lot of people who wanted to go pro at one point, so. Was it because of the work and stuff, or A7 fumbled like that? Manu, welcome back. Yeah, let me delete. Let me end the vertical because I don't think anybody is wanna watch vertical. What do you mean? What happened? I suck. My guy said I suck, bro. I mean, I don't think that is 100% the case, but I can see where you're coming from. Why are they showing this? This is just the players, the team. This is the not Espa. This is the power team.
شلونك؟ طيب يا مرحبا حياك الله.
شلون صحتك؟ زين ان شاء الله.
الحمد لله على السلامة.
بس قبل كل شيء انا الحقيقه الانسان بلا صحه ما يسوى كل شيء. انا اريد اهم شيء على حكايه المدرب الصحه. انا دكتور اله جايب له دواء يخلصه من الحاشباشي والشغلات اللي هذا.
Hello, tunes. All right. I have both of my stream chat open in the. Feel like with the Jules. What is Jules, bro? I wish I could see those.
مثلك الوعيب مال.
Thank you, Phil. Like you, OP man, OP, bye.
المجال للهواية، يعني ليس فقط هي الدراسة.
When you grow up, you have to do that.
ما تواكب الهواية.
What do you mean? When I grow up, you have to
يوصل
do
إلى
that.
مرحلة طبيب
Do
مهندس،
what?
ولكن تبقى هوايته بلان شيء.
All right, chat. Like and subscribe. Let's go. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. I'm ready now. I'm ready. Had to set up everything.
يكون هو الأفضل وينجح الابن إن شاء الله. أنا أقول لابني الحجي إنه أنا فخور بيك وبلعبك.
But I had to pay bills. I mean, that's a story for a lot of people, you know.
يمكن كنت غلطان بين الشجاعة.
I might have it. Yeah, I mean that's.
ولكن بعدم الاستسلام.
You have to remember, chat. In order for you to go pro on anything, you have to be.
Became a member.
Anuj!
PUBG Mobile as well. You know, at home, all of these families watching.
Is Anuj officially the first person to go onto the wall?
Try and find themselves a spot and become
This is the first donor of exactly. Thank you, Phila.
It really is. And
Thank you, Anuj.
Gaming became a member.
Which team you predict? My top three will be 4 Thrives, AE, and NS.
Because that team, I mean, they ended up
Africa
surprising me how much they
01
could just
became a
change
member.
Wall of August list. Right now, I gotta take. I'll do it tonight when I stream. But I will put you guys. I'll put you guys
DrChemist became a member.
in there.
The world to him if he can finally claim an MVP award.
Naruto Uzumaki, hello, welcome in.
Al-Hajj is the man that can make it possible.
Toxic Sandy became a
Wait,
member.
I have multiple
His
echo.
father supporting him at home alongside the huge prize pool that is available here for PMWC as well. As we mentioned
Pro
prior,
became a member.
$1.7 million with 500,000.
When is the big final? I think the game will start anytime soon.
And this again, we've mentioned the big heavy hitters coming out of the group stage.
Kali Love
Obviously,
became a
I mean,
member.
our Chinese teams here as well coming on in to try and get themselves towards the front. Weibo as well as Thunder Talk looking hit and miss.
I will
in
choose
some
anyone
scenarios.
but
I think they really need to
Regnum
find a way
Karya.
to
Why?
become champion here.
The biggest surprise for me, I expected Weibo to be here. When it came down to Thunder Talk, I think I was expecting Thunder Talk to end up going to survival stage. Just based on what we've seen out of this team in the past global events.
3 million. 3 million is the word. So this is it. Yep. Today is the day 1, Sleepy. So there will be 3 days. So there will be a total of 18 games. Today is first 6 games. Tomorrow will be 12 games. Tomorrow will be next.
Dominate in these globals. And now looking at Weibo specifically, you have Suk, you have Order. They could be the ones to take it back over to China.
Yeah, they've got to step back up from former glory for sure here. Well, we do have Neptura and Blank on stage ready to go, so let's hear from them before we get to the grand finals.
Can you guys hear the game sound or not? Let me know. I'll join you later at work. Okay, sounds good.
Survival stages
Me was confused. No, you could. This is why I'm here to help you understand.
We had 8 teams' keys crushed in this beautiful machine we got in front of us right here. And at the end of the finals, we have 15 rather.
Yeah, did you guys know how the trophy is made?
Terrifying contraption, which I'm sure you'll see more of in the future.
Damn.
Those finals, we do have
That's the team aura. That's the champion right there, Chad. Remember that name.
It will be the Smash ruling.
Amazon is a sponsor for this tournament.
Top team plus 10, and once you hit that, that will be match points.
I don't
so
know.
let's say you end day 2.
Actually, I don't know.
Points, day 3 you hit
Hi,
110.
Amazon.
You're ready to go. You're going to hit that Smash ruling if you get that chicken dinner online. But not to worry.
Not to worry indeed, Blank. If that doesn't happen, the top team at the end of those 6 matches on day 3 will be crowned our PMWC champions.
We're going to head over and check out some of those storylines because the competition was absolutely
I see an
fierce.
Amazon
let's
logo.
take a look in with Ida.
I mean, there is a lot of.
I think them coming in and actually
this is actually like multi-sponsored. This is EWC, right? You guys know about eSports World Cup, chat?
The group stage. We saw Regnum Karya not be able to hold up to the standard that Ida was putting forward, especially in the last day when they were able to just come in with a lot of eliminations, a lot of consistency through there. So again, Ida just
who knows about eSports World Cup? Ranger Gaming.
Merhaba ben Eren. Oyun nikim Eren 7. İda Espor'da oynuyorum. 17 yaşındayım.
Chat, who's your pick? I wanna know who's your pick. Anybody in the chat has their favorite? Anybody?
Türk takımlar arasında
Me?
en az deneyimi olarak
I want Hora.
biz
Hora
son
Esports,
maç
bro.
aldığımız
Hora
puanla zaten
Esports
çıktığımızı
all the
biliyorduk.
freaking way,
Ama
chat.
böyle biraz daha sıralarda bekliyordum ben. Yine 8. olarak bitirdik. Yani öyle bayağı iyi hissetmiştik kendimizi. Bence Türkiye
PMGC is way bigger. Yeah, because PMGC is only focused on PUBG Mobile. So this is what it.
Avrupa'nın prestijini
Amazon sponsor anything?
Even though all three Turkish teams did make it to the grand finals, I still have concerns about whether they are a true contender against a lot of the other teams
Hora
in the finals.
Esports
Just
check it
because
out.
the
It's
consistency
a
or the
Hora Esports
consistency with a huge amount of points just wasn't there over the various stages we saw all those teams in. For Ida, I think they have a very good chance
I know nothing about anymore.
proving me wrong.
Did he
But
used
at
to
the
follow?
same time, I will be watching to see kind of how they adapt to the finalist teams.
So this is what any South Korean teams did they make it to the final or not? I don't know about South Korean, but I know there are Korean teams.
Very well in the grand finals. I personally would just like to see them be a little bit more dominant to add to that foundation already.
Oyun planımız yine aynı olacak. Yani son alanlara doğru yaşayıp son alanlarda agresif oynayıp killi son alanlara toplamaya çalışacağız. Finallerde hedef ilk 5 ama şampiyonluk için yarışacağız.
Let me check the list.
Yapabiliriz.
What is
Yapamayacak bir takım değiliz.
What is the list?
That's gonna get me in trouble now. Based on how they played in the group stage, as much as I enjoyed their performance, I feel like in the finals with all the other teams competing
So
now,
grand
I feel
finals,
like
we
they're going
got,
to have maybe a 10% chance.
Thunder Talks. Yeah, Thunder Talks. Okay. So we got Alter Ego, Four Tribes, DRX, Weibo Gaming, Alpha Gaming. Where is IDA Esports from? I have no idea where they're from. We got Thunder Talks, Team Secret, Hora, Fireflies, Power, Regnum Karya, EA, NS, Falcon, and YG. What is... So the Korean teams are DRX and Thunder Talks. I don't know if there is other Korean team.
The question is, will Ida be able one lifting the trophy at the very end, or will it be one of these teams? Everyone has an opportunity. Everyone has a chance. We have ourselves 18
With the
matches
Falcon player,
potentially to cross
Ralph
over before
is
we
the
do
GOAT.
get to that thing, of course, to find out who's
3
going to be
million
our
is
PMWC
crazy, yeah, but 3 million is
champions.
total
That
prize
said,
pool, so there will
let's
be
take
4
a look and
prizes.
figure out
First,
a look
second,
at some
third,
of
and the
these
MVP.
teams that are
MVP gets
towards the top as we take a look at
$50,000,
our
bro.
Aramco Power Rankings as well between all of these
$50,000. Can you
teams, 'cause
believe it?
we have some
GG
favorites, we have
Chinese.
some contenders, we have some dark horses that might be challenging for number one here. So
Any
Max,
Mexican? No, there is
start
no
us off. What you
Mexican.
thinking?
I mean, my
teams.
champion team that I predicted here is going to be Hora Esports.
All
From
the
Nepal, and
North
when it
American
comes to
teams
CSA
are out.
All the CSA teams could take it.
Well,
for
all the
Hora
American
Esports,
teams are out.
Alpha Gaming,
Because
possibly.
they say
But Hora
Americas, they
Esports,
don't
the
say
reason
North
why I did
America or
pick them
South
this time
America.
around is looking back at PMSL CSA.
Because
They
IG
adapted
and
their game style really well around the
INF were
Smash
there,
Bros.
and they
in
got
particular.
out.
Sure, it didn't work out, unfortunately, because they got overtaken by Alpha Gaming. But teams that show willingness to
Who's
change
left
their
on
entire game plan
NGX? I
on
have
the
no
last
idea.
day when you are in that Smash
Nigma
show to try and
Galaxy,
wrap
I
up
don't
the
know.
tournament.
Anyway, if anybody is
It
on Nigma
hypes
Galaxy
up a
right now.
lot what Hora Esports could do.
Bro,
in
the
these
thing
finals.
happens
Because
so
of that
much
alone,
that
and
you
also
forgot.
how good they are as a macro team, they're going to be my pick to win it all.
How many replies did you get to your prediction?
Actually, like genuinely in like the hundreds. I did not.
In the hundreds?
I genuinely. I did not open my DMs. I will show you later if you want.
Well,
it is it's a massive
don't open
list.
it. Don't open it.
I'm leaving it.
How about yourself, Seven? What are you thinking?
By the way, I saw those replies because I didn't post about his prediction and everyone is just roasting him. With my prediction, I actually ended up picking 4 thrives. I have enjoyed the just
good choice.
The growth,
like this team,
progress
yes,
of
like
these
this team,
players,
chat.
not
If you
just
haven't
now
already,
being
let's
4
go.
thrives. Even in PMGC 24, whenever I was there with the group stages, you could just see the progression.
What is
from
your
these
ultimate
players.
one
But so
prediction?
far, yeah,
I
PMWC,
wanna back
they have
4
just shown me
tribes
so much.
just
The
because
aggression
they're
that they have been
from
able to
South
showcase.
Asia.
If I do have to nitpick
And
with this
I
team,
think they
it's
have a
something that
good
we've been
team as
able to
well.
talk over and over again, and it comes down to just their
No offense to any all the NA teams, allow their ego to get in the way to.
And I'm hoping that that's not going to be the case coming into the grand finals, that they're able to just go for a decision,
I don't know
make
about
it,
the
and just send it.
esports scene good, but I know there are a couple of very good players, but that's about it. I don't know how Alpha 7 didn't do that well. Like, everybody went into a tournament thinking that Alpha 7 was going to win.
I wonder why.
But now,
I
even
wonder
they're
why.
on it.
Well,
I
of
got
course,
the
some of
script.
players
I know
have an
who won.
opportunity to break some
Who won
records.
exit.
Some of these might be difficult to
Who
break,
won?
though, as we look historically at what's been happening here in Riyadh.
But I
Saudi
think Alter
Arabia.
Ego
People
will
like
lift the
Tony
cup.
K,
I think
53 elims
Alter Ego
in
has
these
good
scenarios.
chance.
I mean, those kinds of things are very, very difficult to try and catch up, especially Seven.
Children, what's good, my friend? Fireflux.
It's hard to get
You wanna
those
be in?
kinds of
Anybody wants to be in Discord call? Let me know. I'd be more than happy to talk to you guys while we all watch together.
2 wins in a single day. I'm hoping that
Hello,
the team's going
Arab.
to be able to break that. I don't know which team is going to be because this lobby is just so stacked.
Firefly.
Yeah, at least Vampire
Bro
can't
says
defend their
Fireflies
position
will
up there
win.
anymore. They're not even
They're not here.
Seven.
Correct.
So that's going to be quite tough to defend. But I feel like we're going to have a few.
I thought you was not
the
going
records
be
are so
home,
high that
Nikita.
a few are going to remain
Tunes,
there for
do
maybe a
you
few
watch
years.
the
All right,
esports?
well, final thoughts before we really get into things here. We're just waiting for the opening ceremony. Max, aside from your pick, who else you think is going to be able to ascend?
FF.
I want to look at Alter Ego, especially
Fireflies.
Sanok.
I call them
Northwestern
Fireflies,
Ireland,
bro.
You know, you had that Clash versus Thunder talk. Is that going to be happening? I've heard apparently.
I'm ordering
might be
lunch to
going
watch
a
this,
boot
bro.
camp.
I
So if
want
they
it
make
to
that
be like
change,
6
I
a.m. so I can
see Alter
order
Ego play that position.
a sandwich.
Oh my days. Seven, your thoughts?
It's going to be APG. Are they going to continue to make that mistake with the docketing, separating or not? Because if they don't, oh man, that is going to be a very dangerous team.
They are the only alpha in our
Error
grand finals.
VIP.
Unfortunately for Alpha
What's
7,
up?
they will not be a repeat world champion.
How was
here
the
for
first
World
day
Cup.
of work,
And
Nikita?
Now we figure out of our 16 teams who is going to
No
be
offense,
able
all the
to
any player
take
are
it.
working
It's
and
time
have
for
bills
day
to pay.
number 1 of the grand finals here for PMWC, where one team will ascend to number 1.
First time global event without any Americas, yes. Was there ever a team from Bangladesh, Sumon? All right, chat. All right, chat. All right, chat. 0-1 and go. Here comes the walkout. Starts tonight in 2 hours. No worries. Tell your boss. If you ever need doctor's note, tell your boss. Did you just wake up or haven't slept? I slept for 2 hours. Do I look that tired, chat? I should not be looking like that tired, like he's absolutely gonna be zombie. I mean, I do look like a little bit tired, but not that tired.
Not be going through to the finals.
Doctor's note, yes, sleepy.
Insanity.
You don't look tired. Thank you, man. That makes me feel so good. Back in 2020, dang. Yeah, I guess the ban affected you guys. You look a lot tired. Thanks, Fusion. No, but yeah, children, I slept for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I don't know. I just like
Alter egos are looking like
fell asleep, but then I woke up early as well. What up, Levu? You look like you turned up 5 pieces. Did you actually? Yeah, I fell asleep for 2 hours, and then I woke up. When you started, yeah, because that time, like, I was up for like 20 minutes. I woke up,
24 teams
I washed my face, I made coffee, and then I was like, you know what, let me set up the stream. So I forgot that, so usually what happens is I set up the stream as I use like first 5 minutes to set up the stream.
My name is Barney Banks,
This one I had scheduled the stream, so I get the notification myself. So when I started the stream, I was like live. Like I clicked on go live and I was like live. And whoever was on the stream was like, oh, Chemist is here.
That will forever be forged onto the totem. And so, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming your finalists to the main stage, starting with
Man is not a morning person. No, bro, I am. All right, let's go, chat. Boom, the walkout. Hey, my guy is wearing glasses inside the goddamn... Yo, he's been working out? And Yangon Galacticos.
Yangon Galacticos.
All right, let's go. Where's Access?
Under Talk Global.
Access, where's your team, bro? Thunder Talks. TD.
Team Falcons.
There you go. Who wanted to know Team Falcon? What happened to your team, Ari and Nexus? Team Secret. What is Team Secret from? That's the other team. I don't know where they're from.
Red Force.
So this team might do good, bro. This team might do good.
Alpha Gaming.
The last one. Alpha, yeah, this team is stacked, bro.
E Arena.
Hey, hey, hey, hey, hey. Bro is ready, bro. Bro is ready.
Gaming.
The most star-studded team of the night. This team.
Regnum Carrier Esports.
Is he going to write the history, bro? Is he going to write the history?
DRX.
You guys haven't seen the team, bro. Wait for the champions, bro. Wait for the eventual champions.
Power Esports.
Hey, hey, with the glasses. I like him. I like that. I like this guy, bro.
Thrives Esports.
This team might be the eventual winner. You guys should see the story of
Flux Esports.
you guys should see the story of 4 tribes, how they got to the World Cup.
Alter Ego Ares.
Alter Ego Ares. There you go, chat. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Chat, are you guys ready? Hora Esports.
Hora Esports.
This is my team, chat. This is the team that is going to win it all. Right here, baby. Right here, baby. Hey, Sleepy. Wait, Sleepy. The guy with the glasses, the one that was doing this, his name is also Sleepy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is more than just a finals stage. This is a legacy in the making, so buckle up, because history is about to be written. It is time for the grand finals of the PMWC.
He gonna win. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He gonna win. Sky Aura looks more sneaky, yeah. I mean,
one of these players, every single
he's
one
the
of these
best
teams
player.
has the opportunity to strike out at that trophy. Will they do it though? Across the next 3 days, we're about to find out. We're about to
days?
get
3.
the games rolling. Let the games begin as we start to break down what is going to be
MVP
going on
right
here
there.
for day
Hey,
number 1 of the
Sleepy,
grand
let's go.
finals
I
of
like it.
PMWC. Joining me,
5
Seb,
plus
as well
team
as
look
Max
like they
to
ate all
talk about
Dynamax.
these phenomenal teams, and we have got ourselves an opportunity to see how it's all going to go down. Let's start with one of the names that really does come to the forefront when it comes to international excellence. Regnum Carrier. They didn't have the easiest of times moving forwards, Max, but they are here in that grand final.
Oh, finally, we've seen Regnum Carrier make it back into the finals.
Let's
of course,
predict
our
which
reigning
team will finish
PMGO
last.
champions able to claim victory over there, and they're back once again.
I
And
don't
let's
know,
keep in
bro.
mind, Silas, one of the
Actually,
biggest
it's harder
storylines
to
in
predict
PUBG Mobile
whose team will
esports
finish last
history.
than
He won
the
a
winning
PMGC.
team.
He's won PMGO at the start of this year. Could he take another trophy here
DRX.
in Riyadh at PMWC? If he can make it happen, he
You know,
would be the
DRX
only
was
player
like
in the
last
world
season's
to ever achieve that.
PMGC. DRX was one of the top teams.
Especially they have a great day one. From a conversation that I got a chance to have with Silas, he said the reason why they didn't make it to grand final straight from group stage was because on that second day they did get complacent. They got that win, they felt like they had already qualified, and they slowly just trickled down that leaderboard. On top of that, going into this lobby, when we get to Miramar, there might be clashing with 4 Thrives. It's going to be something that we got to keep a close eye on.
Interesting,
In the grand
chat.
final, I don't think you should be
Interesting.
taking these kinds of clashes. You've got to be so careful when it's this kind of money on the line, when it's this kind of prestige on the line. And speaking of prestige, on the opposite side of things as well, a
Panda is
roster
there.
like
Yeah, Panda,
Alpha
Levu,
Gaming, they're
Levu,
here in the final,
Levu.
Max. We know they mean business.
These guys
we
are
know
there.
they can win it all.
The only team to ever have 3 global tournament MVPs on the roster. Doc, PMGO MVP of this year. You have, of course, the side of Top. You have the side, of course, of Zyol that won over in Turkey the MVP award. This is a starred roster that can make anything possible. They still have some minute mistakes that happen, especially with Doc playing split. We're going to keep repeating it. but generally, if they can fix that one glaring issue, this team could be the best team in the world.
And it's not even Doc just being too split from the team. Something that they were running into group stage, it came down to them not being able to regroup in time. At times, Doc was being able to play it perfect, but then the rest of the squad was actually even further away from him.
Looking like 60 in his 20s, imagine.
Well, gentlemen, it's time. Let's get to
all right, Chad.
Game
Sandhawk is loading.
Are you ready?
Why aren't you there? I don't have million
ladies
subs,
and
that's
gentlemen
why.
out there around the world.
I need to have million
PMWC
subs,
Grand
bro.
Finals begins now.
And Kolaris has hit the nail on the head. If you are live in the arena, it's time to click those seat belts in, strap yourself down, and be ready, because these games are about
APG
to
both
be
look
intense.
insane. What do you
For
mean
the
both look
viewers
insane?
at home, you need to be prepared. 16 teams enter the arena blank, but only one at the end of these 3 days will walk away.
Yeah, tell him, children, tell him, bro.
And you better strap in, because it's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride.
He really is there. I didn't believe it. Bro, you guys don't follow them?
Game Smash Rule will be engaged on that final day, but by no means is out of reach right now in day 1, day 2. You want to be setting the pace, you're setting that scoreline over towards day 2 in first place to give you that big chance to end the whole tournament early for everyone else and crown yourself the victor. But let's reset, let's calm things down, let's pull it back. Remove that telescope from the situation. We want to see the wider picture here in these games.
All right, Chad. Who do you think is going to win game number 1? Sandhawk.
Get your focus on
loading in
squads,
10 seconds.
what this event means, and of course, on a game-by-game nature, the shift in the standings. We could
Next esports tournament, I do watch party. We might see a Rondo in there.
It's time.
Magnus and who won Children? Bro, I wanted to watch it, but I forgot. Who won? Do you know?
Ruins closest to the plane path. We'll see what happens over in Ruins, because it has been a contentious area.
Bro, I love Magnus. Magnus is a
so far. Seems to drop
all right, Chad.
a northwestern plane path.
Let's predict which team will get eliminated first.
No team like to pick up that
is there a
position.
drop class anywhere?
Dropped similarly in position, but looks like this time around they're heading out to the east.
Can't wait to see what the form's going to be.
Falcon and NS are getting close. What a split by Falcon, bro. Look at that split by Falcon.
Setting themselves up for chicken dinners, topping the charts when it comes to the points. But that's a
okay, I don't see any drop classes yet.
To alter ego, Rosemary, but it's not just him, is it? That entire squad
power.
Each other incredibly.
Four Thrives, though, a team that came out of group stages.
Power versus Four Thrives. Yo, Power versus Four Thrives.
With Power Esports, both teams taking heavy casualties. Either
bro,
side,
Four Thrives lost 2 of them already. Power is 1 down and 1 knocked.
Had been living it large in Hearts-In on Sandhawk for a long while in those group
center
stages.
Jones not bad.
Power able to get back up to 3 and
3v2. Come on, bro. What is it? Right here.
Four Thrives. By no means an easy
still up.
to the top for them.
1v2 right here.
Let's dial into this fight. Sierra's going down on the ground floor here. We get their POVs. As you said already, it's a rough start for the Four Thrives. Only a duo remains. Falak in position here. Al-Haji. We saw that lovely content piece setting up the day. Let's see if he's able to give us some of that energy. The excitement, the emotion that he
the
brings
backup
to the
comes
lobby
from
here
the
in PUBG Mobile. Meanwhile,
Rosemary, yo, Alter Egos are fighting
there.
against what's it called? IDA.
We were looking to massively point out here in these finals.
He does not connect the second one.
Range.
Here comes the
Shots
Molly.
here from the DBS, not quite connecting. Noki's got to run off the positions. The Molotov comes through, backs them off the alley here, forced them into this building. It's good shepherding coming through from Power.
Vahidin up close, lots of damage onto Noki, leaves him relatively low. It's a DBS in hand, so even if he's low on health, he could still make a play, but easy setup in the back line. Didn't opt to throw out the nade, instead dashes in the molly, burns the stairway out, it's right on target, he's taken out a commission, and now this gets even harder for Falak. Already, this is a brutal start for them in the opening game.
Falak's got to stand tall here, try and go for something a little bit large. At least show them that Hearts-In is not free and open right now for Four Thrives. I think that they're just going to keep dropping this from day to day. I don't think either team wants to give up Hearts-In here. To find that final play now, Falak.
You think he can do 1v3, chat?
Amount of influence in that group stage for Four Thrives. See how well he can step up to the plate here versus Power. Because
I mean, he has a DVS, bro.
The 1v1s. They're not going to send in.
Sorry, he has 12k, not DVS.
That's going to be a very difficult.
They didn't have a nade?
Okay, though. Gets the reload on it.
Okay, one push.
Trying to bait them out here.
One knock. Okay.
First connection's good. That's how Haji down. Baited in, looking to see if he get the follow-up tap.
He has 30 bullets.
Literally remove
no,
from the
why are you going down?
Oh my god. Wow, that could have been real bad for Power.
Chills.
Bro, that would have been.
That could be very, very bad. Great setup though on the doorway, right? One either side. As soon as Al Haji went down, they completely changed up the game plan. They sent in the hammer first, and it was not enough.
You guys behind the wall,
decent. Something a little bit more strategic. But that was good. From Falak,
there was a fight between IDA and AE as well.
Now that Fourth Rise understand that this is likely going to happen every game, they can be prepared for this next one. But Sandhawk is a great map for putting up big points early on and getting that initial lead, especially at the start of any grand finals.
Why go all the way down between two? Yeah, especially after he saw both of them, right? He went down, he didn't know where they were. He saw both of them peeking from two sides.
That's where they thrived. It's what we saw last year.
And then he went back and then came back again. Bro, he got two though. He got two.
To play to our strengths. So much of that carries on over here. It's a nice hard drop. Good result in the end. Only losing one player in Ragnar. Could have gone bad, but you avoid that outcome. So they're going to be happy. For Fourth Rise, that's an instant red mark, though. It's one of those games where you're thinking, okay, got to sit here, watch the flow of the action. Half an hour later, we'll be back. And you imagine they'll probably have something to say against Power throughout the course of playoffs now.
Yeah, it's a big blemish. Definitely a big blemish coming through for the guys
at
Fourth Rise. But we know that they
none of them had
any
any
a little bit of a
troubles.
slip over towards their final matches. They still put up
Now
a
we wait,
huge
Chad. Now we wait. All the teams are going to be rotating.
Just blasting out of control. They
Where did ID?
Oh, maybe a bit too bold from my camp, honestly. Fireflux, though, this is a team that did not slip up at all. They just kept on climbing. They were rung after rung on the ladder over in survival stage. That's where they looked fabulous. And it wasn't a case, in my opinion, that they looked great because it was weaker teams. I think for Fireflux, they had a real improvement.
Oh, the Ruins class. I didn't know. What's his name? IDA also landed there. I mean, I wasn't following them. So. They both landed at Ruins. Because I remember Team Aryan versus AE there for 2 days, bro. 2 days.
It did feel like they were hitting a skill ceiling of there's a lot this team can give, and we were just seeing it.
It was super cool to me because I think in a lot of Fireflux's games in the past, it's usually either a case of you highlight Scarface or you highlight Ketch. It's never both players at the same time. I think here at PMWC,
I don't know where,
a wonderful experience
they're
to be
rotating
able to watch
from.
Fireflux and see that both Ketch and
Okay,
Scarface
1 minute and then we'll see the map
at the same time. It's a rare scenario, but they're bringing out where it counts here on the main stage. Weibo trying to rotate through here. This is over towards the eastern side around Yangon Galacticos. Already some heavy hits.
Get in the Discord. Why? How many matches? 6. So it's going to be 6, 6, 6, 3 days. You guys know about the Smash rule, right? Smash rule will be on the 3rd day.
As well. Opportunities for some, let's say, interesting gameplay from them when it comes to the weapon choices. But we'll see if they decide to pull that out in what is going to be a very important set of games here.
Yeah, I'm trying to see for
I thought nobody wanted to be in Discord.
Explosive bow.
Oh, yeah.
It looked cool, right? I think that we didn't necessarily see the true power of it because a lot of it was zoning and spacing for the team, as opposed to finding Nox, where he did find the
OMG, Jaira is here.
You know,
I have no idea what the Smash... I'll explain tomorrow. Not tomorrow, on day 3.
The DBS, which is much more meta here in PUBG Mobile.
Didn't they update the Smash rule? No, it's the same. It's the 2nd day plus 10.
Hard shift. We pull this one close.
Bro, how does this Sanok zone always end there? I feel like I've seen this zone way too many times.
Ida's weakened earlier after Rosemary was able to have a little hello down towards that south side. They sent one player in, but can they withstand the weight?
Maybe because I follow Alpha 7, because that's their route. They always end up at that goddamn bridge.
So it's like it doesn't matter if one player is popping off, they're able to sort of pass the baton quite quickly. A lot of respect for one another as well, and obviously that can go the extra distance, but seeing Rosemary already be able to get the blood pumping a little bit, it bodes well for this roster. They've been very
Sleepy knocking Fireflux. Okay.
Fireflux taking a knock there as well. That's over
Later
from
tunes. Jiggle getting second one.
Which is a really, really good start for them. It depends
bro, show us the fight. Bro. I don't know why, bro. I don't.
Weibo.
APG is also in the mix. What is this fight happening?
Opted for a wild rotate over towards that northwest side, trying to gamble on this one, understanding that he's going to be extremely.
Aura is winning today. Yes, sir. Aura for the win. Bro, come on. Show us the fight.
That is Al-Haji coming into contest as Regnum Karya made a big rotate over towards the northwest side as well on that bridge, and Power was comfortable just to wait that one out.
Bro, Fireflux has two knocks.
Starting to get dismantled as Power puts more points on the tables.
40 wiped, drop
Easy
class.
Visual contact though, up towards the top of the hill there. The third party arriving, Yangon Galacticos, that catch whiff of this and want to see if they can steal away any points from the head-to-head from Power and Regnum Karya. They immediately try and reposition, play off the cover they've got provided. Easy's looking for the confirmation as well. Behind the tree, just tucked in for now. Aura from the sideline. Seems like Joker's showing up once again for E-Arena.
See, Sleepy is knocking people on the kill feed. I don't know why they're not showing the fight, bro.
APG and Team Seeker are all banding around.
Power class 40. No, both of them go to the same side. Jiggle died, bro. No fear died. No fear is knocked.
Snaps in that region.
Oh my god, Sky is dead.
We're losing more and more players.
Aura is wiped dead. Oh my god, they didn't even show the fight.
3 teams. They desperately tried to fend off against Fireflux, and if they're able to do that, they could have maybe moved that west. But they were penned in.
A horror story with Easy walking away with another pickup on that one. 6 elims already for Power.
Bro, why are we showing this guy? Come on, man.
This team very easily goes once they get momentum. You know, they feed that hot hand, keep it building.
I'm watching from in-game.
Fans out there.
It's the same feed.
Coming out survival stage, right? It's
like
where they shine a lot of times. And he wouldn't really be a PMWC without Power making it through survival stage, so I'm glad they do make that happen. King finding
and that was a nasty knock, bro. That was a nasty knock right there.
From Weibo?
It's better on YouTube now. It's the same thing.
Western side, yeah. So they do have good control. This is coming down from Camp Alpha.
I like this because I have a better setup with my camera all the way out.
Earlier on to Alter Ego, who have moved across, as you see here on the map. We'll check out where this next circle goes. Yangon Galacticos.
YT is better than this. I mean, I can switch it.
It's not meant to be, though, as we start to come back down onto the South Island. Some fantastic compounds to play around here. Pretty difficult to get out from where Falcons is playing as you wrap around. They can be quick, though. They might.
And this is a similar early path as well from Falcons. Obviously, the Sanor games we saw in survival stage from then, they were opting to play far slower, avoid altercations early if they could, and that was working for them for placements.
Let me know if this works or not.
A lot of teams with targets on you. DRX losing a man very early into this one with their rotation, I believe, against Fireflux. Going to be in position to see if they can snatch away any points, dealing some damage, chipping down the Falcons. Would be a nice way to get started for them. See the roam up from Power again as well.
Yes, this
always
is the
on our screens at the minute.
Maybe I need to move my camera.
To get one clean knock from King, coming alive already.
Vahiden dropped. Thunder Talks do have nades to play around with, so can send them this way. And there's only so many places you can play around this coastal area. DRX is finding a huge amount of success from that high ground they're playing towards the center of the circle at the moment. It's so hard to pass by them, especially for Nongshim Red Force, who are currently trapped over towards Ruins. Hoping, praying that it moves over towards Ruins side on those central circles. King will pick up Vahiden. Al-Haji is down.
All right, let me know if this stream is fine, okay?
Start to come crashing
if you want to see more action, look at the... Bro, it's the same feed. I watched both of the streams. It's the same feed.
Inside that shack.
They will show the replay better than the English feed, but the stream feed is the same.
Galacticos being able to rip that 1 point away. But that just
Weibo
sets the alarm bells for
knocks.
Regnum Karya, Loxy and Toshpik. From up top of the hillside, they get vision, take some bullets down range and claim one back of their own.
It's a horrible approach for Regnum Karya.
I'm doing good, Johnson.
They have to send it.
Badhiya, bhai, badhiya. Aura is out. I'm sad. I didn't even get to see how they went out.
Nope,
come on, man.
Both get in. And Romeo yet to take shots. Plenty of bullets to make it happen as well, and Regnum Karya is almost inviting those shots their way with the way they're lazily rotating over that hillside.
APG fighting.
APG on the drive-by. It's a very messy landing trying to get over the bridge, and this is Alter Ego that, of course, will bite the hand that feeds immediately. Krypton goes in to close the gap. Just topic, really. Low on health, easy maneuvers, and you shut them both down. So goodbye, Regnum-Karya.
Yeah, it's an embarrassing flop on the vehicle.
Yeah.
Getting that across the
Power
well,
has 6 eliminations but a solo remaining.
They want to stop off over towards the bridge, but I think in that scenario, most teams have got these areas locked down. It's not the easiest game to play out, but we head up towards that northeast side.
Cook this lobby,
a little bit more difficult, a little bit more
look at the zone they had. They landed at ruins, and the zone is on ruins, bro.
On the north side of it can cut out a lot of teams.
Actually, they landed. They dropped class with IDA.
DRX is going to struggle.
But I only saw in the map. I didn't see the actual fight.
We'll have those nice sight lines. I'm more surprised by the fact that Scarface, as well as Ketch, have been able to live this long on Fireflux, just on 2 players. I think that's fantastic work from them.
You think this will connect?
Falcons have been biding their time.
They're trying to flush them.
Saw an opportunity here to attempt to engage from underneath the bridge with the nades. Cast that one
got
out.
knocked from the
Not
zone.
directly on target.
What? Oh, he was the one across the water.
Well being nipped out by the zone, so he
Look at
goes
Ralph
down.
on the
so
horse,
effectively
bro.
just a duo. You can see he's back towards the bridge side, not really in a great position whatsoever. And for the Falcons, vehicles to play with, good split, all 4 players alive. Smile priming the nade, resetting that one until he sees an opportunity to actually get some chip damage off with it if they go for the crash down towards the bridge. DRX as well, finally getting revenge on Fireflux.
Scarface going down there is a bit rough. Ketch should be running into Reefus from APG soon. The rest of the team's a little bit further over towards his northeast, trying to hold out versus Team Secret. As well as the split Weibo gaming. Falcons just
Doxy knocked 2 of them off the cart. Okay.
Narvalo's able to find one of them, but it was a quick descent into disaster here for the Falcons.
And this could go
Doxy
even
got
worse
2 out of the
quickly.
car, bro, so quickly.
They're attempting to pick up the pieces.
Here comes
Doxy goes down, but Narvalo responding. But look how low he is. DBS in the hands of Binny as well. Baiting out on the angle. A single shot is all that's required. Just trying to peek into it. Seeing if he can swing round. Dips behind the vehicle to stay alive. Alpha as well, shutting down Team Secret in the meantime.
It's good from Alpha Gaming. They've been waiting for that push for a long, long time there. Finally make it work. Now they can start thinking about their next moves. Narvalo heads in, and what a performance so far from Narvalo. The rest of the team did not find the same kind of luck, but again, it's like one of those
He's gonna die trying to. Oh, okay. He gets the confirmation too.
Push over towards the bridge and over towards Thunder Talks. Yes, there's an opportunity to push
1v1
through
now.
here, but it's likely that Nongshim Red Force is holding these angles. Even so, it's not the full squad from Nongshim Red Force which is able to tear you apart. There's a little bit of a limp approach from the Falcons.
Who is APG fighting against? EA?
Next circle pops over towards Weibo. A big old split coming through from Alter Ego.
APG is cooking, yeah.
Who have all 4 players alive. Now, boys place them in
APG has 3. How many EA has? What is EA?
Clear in favor of Alter Ego.
EA
Enjoying
has
their
4.
rotates.
It's a 4v3.
Max brought up a good point to me earlier,
But
saying
both of them are not in the zone.
Unsustainable.
Bro, what kind?
My only counter to that is that I still think they would have done great even on the games where maybe they didn't deserve
I
to
just
get all the
don't
points
understand.
in the
How
world
are
because it
they
was off the back of
spectating
team
this
mistakes,
type
but I
of
still
like
think that it would have got great placements.
There
great
is
points in those
like
games
Narvalo is
regardless,
fighting
just because of the
someone
way
and
they
then
played
they
them.
done but
I
he
think it's
got
been very
33.
heads-up PUBG Mobile from them. Super cerebral gameplay. A lot more positive.
You're telling me
really
in stage 5 a team got eliminated and I'm watching a
snatch away the last man there. So Narvalo goes down 4 Falcons. You still have 2 solos, actually the 3 solos.
Hello,
alive.
Paimon.
Easy still inside the
What are
little
the
shed.
sticky notes
Bunkered
for?
down early.
Those for people who...
A secret agent in the back line of Alter Ego. Sakura as well here for E-Arena. Spotting out onto Reefus on the drive up. Couldn't get himself behind any hard cover, so he falls.
Yeah, it's a really hard push. APG, they couldn't send all their players down either. Reefus was sent in as almost a sacrificial lamb to try and get an opening knock, but they couldn't afford to have all their team down there just in case they had to pivot.
Bro, the solo of Falcon and AE are cooking.
Squad, in which case maybe they could have put
They
pressure
are farming.
there.
Okay,
There is
AE
so
is...
many sidelines as you're passing through, though. It is unlikely that Alpha gets too much further into this game.
Easy's been able to get the backstab onto Rosemary. This is what he was waiting for so long. You kind of forgot he was there, and you paid the comeuppance because of it. Even more damage from Easy, actually. That's onto Thundertalks.
One.
For a solo dolo for Power, still being able to steal away some additional points is actually huge.
I mean, finally gets taken down, but what a run from them. 9 Elins on the match. That's a good result. That's a great result. I don't know if they just got into.
Bro, look at how much zone Alter Ego has.
Anyway.
Like, look at the whole, like the top side of the zone.
With 3, and you're losing your
EA is down here, and then look at AE, bro. They have the whole terrain.
Not always easy. And then again, Alva as well as Krypton have been having a big step up. It is not just the Rosemary show anymore. There's plenty more to this team.
Might actually be a good storyline for us in the booth and the viewers at home as well, because that's something we've been trying to hammer home, right? How important Alva's been for this squad.
Well, Doc is still there. He's the one you want to be.
This trio can prove, just like Rosemary said, it's not just me. It's the entire squad. We play off each other very well, yes, but if things go wrong, we can still pivot.
Alter Ego might conquer. Yeah.
Just before he's taken out.
WBG
both
is done.
Alter Ego and Thundertalks. The push up onto Weibo. Finish that off. So E-Arena snatching away the odd point here and there. 4 players alive for that squad as well, Blank. Could be a big talking point later.
E-Arena had been a eye-opening squad in terms of we saw them earlier. We're like, wow, this not a team we've got our eyes glued to. But the more they've played, the more they've had these moments of success here and there. It's a hard team to pinpoint of whether they're a team that could challenge out for the first place spot, or they're a team that's towards middle of the pack, because some plays are great, other plays not so much. It's hard to, I would say, pinpoint exactly how I feel about E-Arena. But there has been these good games, there has been some strong sweeps, and they're not a team that I think you could completely dismiss.
Ooh, where did that name come from?
For me, the litmus test has been how Joker's playing as well. Feels like if he's on form, the rest of the squad really gets riled up. Alter Ego still looking menacing. Bit of a chip back over, Skura down. 3 players alive, and Krypton. It's a rough position here on the hillside.
It's a smart one, though. You play in front of the rock because you're assuming they're going to be sending those nades over the top of it anyway, because they think you're hiding behind there. If they peeked up, they would have found a clear and easy shot over towards Krypton.
They don't know normal is here.
Pays off here. Now they get the northeast shift on the circle. They know
Norman
they need to start
gets activated.
out E-Arena soon.
1, 2.
Oh, Mormon. The start step round from the side is good for 1.
Joker has a nade on his end. Is the nade going to connect?
Instantaneous
the nade connects.
The spray down. Joker trapped in position, pinned by the barrage of bullets. You can still get the save onto your mate as well.
Yeah, this is a great time to reset, recalculate here for Alter Ego.
Never mind.
They know they've got a prime position inside the circle to play off with the 3 players. Awesome nade from Aaron over the top there. Will take down Sakura. Perfect air burst on that one as well. Despite everything, it is Ida as well as Alter Ego getting it through to the late game. Good shots from Krypton, keeps going forward. Like we said, it doesn't matter. No Rosemary doesn't mean that Alter Ego's down and out.
But I'm loving the fact that he kept the pressure on as well.
CB3,
Once the team was
Ida
trying to reset themselves from the
thing.
pickup and the heal, he was harassing. So you're still a little bit more paranoid. You can't take the fight to them. Ida have to stay tucked in for now. Rita's incredibly low as well.
For Ida, their big opportunity here is the shack right in front of the hard cover in the rock. They can get over towards it. It's big news, and Krypton had to hit that shot over towards Darkin. Now Aaron moves up into position.
The nade.
Find a decent nade over the back. Quite a little bit short here. They have a very strong position now, and that
Rita does not have consumables or what?
Yes, Krypton was in position. The rest of Alter Ego weren't quite there to take shots as Ida crossed.
Doc,
and that was
Doc is going to ruin the game.
Oh,
he took the...
Force out the last man. Nice. Who find Doc? Okay, you remove him. Focus up on what's ahead of you then.
It's a good wrap now as well. It means they can play off the back of this hard cover. Again, approaching this position over towards Ida.
Dead circle, chat. Dead circle in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
extremely low on the side of Alter Ego. But what a banger of a first game. 10 eliminations, as well as a chance at a chicken dinner here.
It would be massive for them.
Yeah, I mean, Idea does not have any trouble, and the consumables.
It wasn't a fluke. Chip damage.
One bullet, bro. Both of them are one shot away.
Oh, he got no beds at all. Moana goes down. There is one shot out. Aaron very low, and Krypton has to step back into cover.
Rita playing on the back foot. You're being pushed upon now. The last man. Timing is absolutely everything on this. And Alba, we said to highlight him. He's got the DBS in hand, wants to close the gap, looking to harass. And that's how Alter Ego do it. Straight back, showing us that they've got the talent, they've got the communication, and they've also got themselves the opening chicken dinner.
It's a great game from Alter Ego, and a promising one at that as
W
well.
Alter
We
Ego.
hammered it home there, saying that just
Absolute
because roll three
Yo,
down
I could
does
see
not
it.
mean that this
Fila,
score
I could
is
see it,
not
bro.
as
Wait,
fearsome
hold up.
as they come. That was an incredible match. Yes, they missed the rotate over towards Ida as they were coming
Fila,
across
when
the
you send
road,
it,
but it was smartly played.
my guy is
And
happy, bro.
3v4 versus E Arena as well there.
Fila,
where
when
it
you send that
counted.
100, I could see
Really
it,
good
bro.
plays from Alter Ego all around. But there were other things happening around the ramp. Easy get himself
There you
into
go.
a
I can see
late
it. I
game
can see it. I
position
can take a
there.
screenshot
Getting
too.
9 elims off the back of that one is a big result for them. And both
Rosemary,
drives
he's gonna be the MVP, Chad.
extremely early. It's a bit
If
shaky.
A do end up
Power
winning,
head-to-head on the
he's
hot
gonna be the
drop.
MVP.
Scary stuff, and already you can see the intensity.
How is it
Join us
going?
for more PUBG Mobile
What is
action.
FJ?
in a
Oh
couple
dang,
minutes'
FJ
time.
is in the chat. Bro, I wanna know how Hora died. Alright, chat. Game 1 goes to Alter Ego Eris. That guy was left peeking that wide. Holy smokes. I want to know how 40 died. It was a drop class. Drop class at Hatin or whatever the place with H is, all the way in the top. They didn't even show. No, they showed the drop class. They showed the drop class. Well, I mean, they showed it late, but be back in 4 minutes, chat. EVS for the final elimination. Yeah, I'm not surprised, to be honest. Can secure no. Rex, do streamers need permission from PUBG Mobile to do watch party? Yes. Yes and no. I have permission because I'm part of the VIP program. Dance for 3 Rexy. If nah, I'm not gonna say it. They might actually win it. I was gonna say if 40 wins the next game, I will, but then they might actually win it, you know. Khaza bro, malayan deu na yaar. Ke cha khaza ke khanna?
Cybertron's future
HJ, how are you doing today? Good morning. Say what? No, I was gonna say that if 40 wins the next game, I will. What the? Oh, I was like, when did they add the Transformer Optimus Prime glider? I was gonna say if 40 wins the next game, I'll dance, but they might actually win it, so then I have to dance. So I'm not gonna say it.
This planet reeks of weakness.
Damn.
Your courage reignites my spark.
Boom. Bam. Shebang. Bro, I want the Smash rule to be at a place where any team can win.
Victory for
Good morning,
all
DrChemist. Sleepy. I am sleepy, bro. I am sleepy, chat. You know what's his name? AE. They landed at ruins and the freaking drone pulled to them. Pokso fry khako cha ni bro. Liver pokso kalejo pokso ra ke huncha ni? You have work later, yeah. I'm gonna finish this and go to work. I hope I can finish early and leave today. Did you sleep? I slept 2 hours. Maybe Discord voice chat will cheer you up. Who's gonna be in Discord call? Hello, Promise. Good morning. You liked my comment after 1 hour ending of stream? Yeah, because I was still making the content, bro.
Gua ada prediksi sebelum semuanya terjadi.
I didn't sleep right away.
Ke kanan. Apa itu?
Nightbot just made it. Why is Rexy might not be sleeping due to excitement environmental factor animals?
Lu nggak bisa ngalahin apa yang lu nggak
Bro,
bisa.
my name is Rex, you know, children.
Bakal ingat tim kita.
So the Nightbot thinks that I'm T-Rex.
Number one in the groups and now number one to start off the grand finals for PMWC. Alter Ego is operating on another level. Who is going to be able to stop them? It's only one game down in the final, but that's a terrifying statement to make from the
Indian.
from the
Oh yeah,
go
Indian
here,
evening.
It is, and I
Are
mean,
you sad
continuing on the
that,
performance that we saw out
Team
of them in
Aryan
group
is not
stages,
there,
being able
Promise?
to control a lot of the circle.
Tell
Once
Hora
they
to
felt
run
comfortable, they
M2.
started doing
I
a
would, but the
1-1-1-1
casters aren't
split,
showing them.
and
Not
that
casters,
ultimately
sorry,
given the lead when it
spectators
came down
aren't
to
showing
Rangnam
them.
Karya trying to push in. They had
Hora
every
about to
angle,
get a
and it was
ticket
an
back
easy
to the
fight for
I'm
this
gonna
squad.
give you a ticket
when you
back
look
to
at
Nepal,
Sanhok in
Alexis.
particular, Trifecta
If you
is just such
don't
a
stop
key
hating on my
transition
boys.
point. They controlled it from like the early stages of the game until the very end, and it started with a hot drop against Thundertalk. They fixed it, they go boot camp, and because of that, they have an easy chance to go for the win. 23 points right out of the gate. SEA here to win it all.
Impressive high ground control, impressive fight against the arena as well to be able to
remember
salvage
when they
everything
came
after
to
that and then get the 23 points. It's brilliant stuff from them. Following things up as well, Alpha Gaming with 12 points, being able
Man,
to
I should
position
have gone
themselves
high, Axis.
after a lot of eliminations. Max getting themselves in a decent spot to start off the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, big fight happening in Painan versus, I believe it was Team Secret, able to get the squad wipe onto that one. And actually, we were critical about Doc. He kind of saved this game for his team. They got them right into the top 3, eliminated most of DRX as they were trying to exit out of Ruins. Are we going to see them be at the bottom of the rankings and Doc MVP like in PMGO? I hope not, but it's so far it is going that way.
If it's this kind of performance, I mean, I don't hate
Well,
it from
hey,
APG. As you mentioned,
look
it
at the
came
right
down to
side. They're
Doc
not
being able to
last.
clutch up a top 3 situation for this
You know,
squad.
they're still
If they
in
continue like that,
12th.
one thing that I do have to kind of
just
nitpick a
need
little
to
bit,
be
even though it
closer
is
to
Sanhok,
top 5.
is
They
them
can win
losing
it, bro.
top early. If they would have had a little bit more of those players left alive there towards the end, it would have been a lot better.
Do you know what? There were so many favorite moments from
shit,
this game.
70.
Do you know what my why are you already saying?
Don't.
Do you know what my favorite moments was?
Okay. My guy is funny.
It was both of your guys' picks going out straight away in the game. Max, what do you have to say about yourself?
So, Horror were alive.
So, yeah.
I blinked.
Yeah.
They weren't
Which
alive
map?
anymore.
That's weird.
That's all I have to say.
3 angle to Miramar.
How about yourself, 7 with 4 thrives?
It happens when a team decides to hot drop in the grand finals on day 1.
What do you mean hot drop, bro? That is their drop
Come on, what are we
location.
doing? To be fair, though, they said that after this, they don't really have to worry about anything else. But I don't care. 4 thrives. Please stop hot dropping, even if we're only going to be playing Sanhok twice.
And who was my pick coming into the grand finals? What's wrong, Max? Alter Ego?
I'm annoyed.
Was it actually your pick?
Yeah, of course.
It was his pick. Barney too.
They look crazy good in the group stage, and now they're controlling crazy amounts of space. Anyway, that's by the by. Let's take a look at the highlights from this game as well.
One thing I really liked, actually, we're talking about it a little bit, Seb, during this game.
Bro, if Alter Ego wins, this might be one of the most strongest performance by any team in PUBG Mobile history.
Is the way they take engagements that make sense.
Like
they take a big
from
fight,
group
they
stage
maybe
to
take
the
a few off,
finals.
full reset, bring everyone back up, get information, transition to a better position. It's just very by the book. And yet
Actually,
so
when
efficient,
Alpha
so
7
well
won
executed, so
PMWC,
snappy. The Ultra Ego, I was a little bit
PMWC
scared
last
what they
year,
did
they
in
were
group stage.
strong
It would be
too.
hard to replicate here in the finals, but they proved us wrong right away in the first game.
The main one comes down to that scouting. I'm really enjoying the scouting that they do, and as you mentioned, just the pacing of their playing
the emotions,
style.
bro,
Making
the
sure that they
emotions.
do end up clearing everything. Rosemary, though, to be fair, Rosemary
Did
ended
that
up getting
cook
caught
in
off guard there
Sanhok.
by
He got
Power.
cooked
And
in
talking
Sanhok.
about Power,
They were
what an
actually
impressive
fighting.
match on this team, too.
When I was
very important. All
when I
things
was keeping
considered.
an eye on the
They might make
LMP,
4
they were
thrives now.
actually
Think
fighting
twice
2-3
about that.
times.
They've still got 2 more Sandhogs to play here, Max. So maybe not coming back in those next 2 Sandhogs.
Look, you maybe don't want to ruin your Sandhogs when
What do you
Ultra
mean
Ego
come back, bro? They are
created a
number
big
1.
lead.
They were number 1 in
It's not
group
about
stage.
you
They
need
are
to be
number
top
1
8
right
to be in
now.
a good position. You need to win it all, and you're not going to do so by hot dropping on one
Or are
map.
we
Yeah,
talking
the thing
about
is
two
if
different teams?
one member of Power isn't there, I think think Alter Ego wins this even harder. They've got Rosemary and Moana just
No, I
waiting
love
for that
both of
Thunder
these.
Talk kind of
Maxman
rotate
and,
around on the left. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be the death host. Go on, talk 7.
Good.
They're like
what
some
was it?
of
It was like
very
13
good
eliminations. I'm with you. If they would have kept
casters.
Rosemary, they would have been so much more aggressive because what we have seen this team do, which is just gain all of that control. They would have been willing to take those fights, and even at the end, when we saw them having to just slow down and get a reset, it would have been a lot faster.
Yeah, I kind of want to steal a point that you were talking about earlier, Kalaris, during the game. It's actually, they're very good at knowing the weaknesses of their position. Thunder Talk up northwest, they were trying to wrap around. They instantly understood, okay, this is our weak point. We are going to get wrapped around. They set up a little bit of a defense.
All right, Chad,
Power,
let's
as you
go.
said, that one solo player just kind of ruined it
Another
for them.
game loading in minute,
But
1
Talk,
minute.
They don't take care of that main threat at that point. Chances are they don't win that match. So they're very, very good at just understanding what is going to be the issue in matches when it comes to taking wins.
That said, I do have a lot of hope for our Korean overlords, as I normally do in these tournaments, boys. And take a look at Nongshim Red Force going up against DRX as well. Two teams that could do a lot here.
Damn,
but DRX
bro.
in the distance, dodging bullets left, right, and center.
That
being able
guy,
to shut down Nongshim Red Force.
what?
There was some there's cool moments
That's
all over the
worse
place.
spray than me, bro.
I mean, you have Narvalo being able to clutch up for Team Falcons, too. That was a pleasant surprise. Remember, last time I was talking about him,
Can you
he
gamble?
was just
I have
getting
no
eliminated
idea,
too early on for his team. So it's good to see it now being
Chad,
able to
did you see
the
that spray?
evolution of Narvalo.
Yeah.
But I got to call
Chad,
out,
did you see that
3
spray?
Being able to shut down. That said, I do have a lot of hope for our Korean.
God damn, bro. Bro sent out. Wait, how many did he start with? Bro. 11 minutes, not 1 minute. Chad, did you see that? How is bro? That's like my spray, bro. That's like my spray. He has wait, how many? Hold up. Let me see when he switches to M4. So he has 40 bullets. I don't think this guy was in cover. 40 bullets. Wait, what is he getting? Oh, the zone. I was like, well, how is he getting that much damage? He sent 32 bullets, bro. 32 bullets and did not knock, bro. 32 bullets. Chat. Next time I do a bad spray, remind me. Remind me there is a pro player out there.
Able to shut down Nongshim Red Force. There's cool moments all over the place for the game. There was, I mean, you had Narvalo being able to clutch out for Team Falcons, too. That was a pleasant surprise. Remember, last time I was talking about him, he was just getting eliminated too early on.
Grassy pastures. You want to try and have some good time over there, and if any teams can be making it, could be one to make it happen.
Definitely, I expect we'll see a back and forth I'm going to go down, lay down. Of course, over in game right now, you guys get your hands on the airdrop convoy. It's now live on the final 3 days this weekend. Plug in Sony right surprise and collect 25 items for your win. Official merch, smartphone, VR, opening item, and more. Every participant is guaranteed to win a reward. Go to the edge, unbox your surprise. Any surprises you make think of.
All right, we are back, Chad. We are back.
That I can think of right away? No, none. I just want to see some of those teams that I ended up calling out being a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
Especially even if they do end up in a position where they maybe are blessed by the circle, I want to see them being a little bit more proactive, trying to get those points, trying to get those eliminations.
Even in 32
I mean,
magazines.
one team I'm going to be looking at, especially this game, is going to be Regnum.
Bro, why are you always
They drop
hating?
in Rozok. There's no contention. There's no hot drop happening over there. They did have a really
Hello,
rough circle this time around
General.
on Sanok, but Erangel is by far their best battleground. If there's any time Regnum Karia need to step up, it's right here, right now.
And for the Regnum Karia, it's going to have to come down to just being able to rotate a little bit faster. We were talking about it during that last match, Max. We're saying they're rotating way too slow. It's going to end up hurting them. Guess what? Alter Ego was already set up.
Why?
And when you have teams playing like how Alter Ego is, being able to control such a big area, if you're going to end up rotating late and not being able to scout, you're just pretty much going to get eliminated.
Of course, you guys are over at home as well. Not
Anyone
only watching
watches
the stream that's
map
going on
feed?
here, but make sure to
I used
have
to
the
watch
map
it.
feed open to live. Because
when I don't do the watch party, I watch map feed
how
and
these teams are
the
going to be
main
rotating,
feed.
how they're moving. And speaking of that, I paid very close attention whilst I was kind of analysing the games from day to day, how Yangon was going to be rotating on things. Because, of course, coming from Military Island is not the easiest of things you have to do in this game, Maxpan. And sometimes it was by hovercraft, sometimes it's by cars across roads and things like that. So for them, there is always that potential challenge that you've got to deal with when coming from military.
I mean, especially because
you know, I didn't realize that somebody else comes and puts them in a correct slot.
occupied. Alpha Gaming back back in the lobby, dropping in the military. Novo also going to be possibly occupied. I think there was even a potential hot drop happening over
Someone's
there.
in that
So
room.
Yangon Galacticos, this is going to be turned up to 11 into hard mode.
Chad,
And we
did you
that
guys
this is a
know?
team that
I did
surprised
not
us,
know that.
And they surprise us when they are going to have a real tough time.
Between the
Simply
games, somebody
surviving
comes
on
to their
military
table
islands.
and puts
If there was
them
a
in the
team that
correct
I would
slot
expect them to
in
be
the
able
phone,
to get out
and
of
then they
military
leave.
island would
And
be
these guys
Yangon
come in
Galacticos.
and then play.
They've been able to show it over and over again.
I thought
They've
it
been
was
able to
like,
adjust. Yeah,
you know,
even now
they
that
get
fourth
the
drive
room
this year, they're
password,
more
room ID,
smooth
and
line. We're
password,
just been
and they're like,
controlling
okay,
that western
let's
bridge.
go room
We
ID
have seen Yangon Galacticos
5120649
realize that and be willing to just take some damage from the blue zone, go all the way around into the eastern bridge. And even if they end up rotating late, it works out for them.
It does work out, but I'm just scared not only of fourth drives, because we've seen that normally their hold on Western Bridge is quite passive. They allow teams to move in if it doesn't give them a big advantage in the circle early on. My main issue is going to be when APG and fourth drive,
There's a guy for
APG and
each
Yangon
team. Yeah,
Galacticos try to
I
rotate at the
realized that
same time,
later.
and you're going to have this big bottleneck situation. That is really what causes teams to lose a lot of players in the early game.
All I'm hearing here is a third-party opportunity for Yangon Galacticos.
That's kind of scary.
Easier than our TDM
That's
room
really good.
password.
Anyway, that's by the by. It's time. The Grassy Pastures, Erangel, game number 2 of the day here for the grand finals.
Impeccable timing from the audience there, and overall, Blank, you can
That's
see it's
that's
starting to fill out right.
this
You've got
guy's
fans,
dad.
You've got family, you've got support staff, everyone in the arena ready for
The old man
anticipation
in the
that's going
stand
to
is this guy's dad.
continue to build as we make our way through these
Yangon
playoff games.
Galacticos
And I tell you what, Blank,
says
we'll throw it
Killa.
into the mix right now. Alter Ego take back-to-back chicken dinners.
Really do we like
You think so?
100%.
Straight on Erangel with another Alter Ego win, huh? I mean,
That's
to be fair,
children.
yeah,
Are you
all
supporting
support
Power?
staff are here. The fans are out in force.
All right, we are back to the bread and butter of PUBG Mobile, the land of Erangel, chat. Let's go.
The legend himself in the crowd.
My dad was there, I'd be worried. I'd do a better cast. But yeah, we're heading over towards Erangel for the first time.
This
here
guy is
over at
sleepy, bro.
playoffs.
Who is this
Starting
guy?
over towards
This guy
Corey,
is
heading
sleepy.
over towards Stauber. Very neat little playing path here for most
The guy
teams,
beside
right?
Doc.
We'll be able
This
to get
guy
out
is
slightly
sleepy.
early over towards Primos, very Pier, as well as Sosnovka, which gives you a little bit more time to figure out what your movement's
It's a
going to be.
split.
from
I mean,
Sosnovka,
the
which
playing part
nice,
is right
especially
through
if
the
you drop
middle.
down there. But meantime, teams heading over towards the
This guy is definitely not landing.
Prism.
Who's the guy landing?
Rotate that you're going to have to make.
I don't really,
time
but
to spend
I think
inside the
Power
plane.
might get it.
I think for most teams, they'll be very, very happy with this kind of playing path.
All right, let's see if we get the drop class this time.
You can see how the standings are looking as well, of course, off the back of that opening game of the playoffs here. For Power, it was a very impressive hot
Protein have
drop
coffee.
targeted. One of the teams
Protein
that
have
everyone's
enough
had
coffee, you
their eyes
mean?
on, and that was 4 Fribes, who absolutely dominated back in the group stage. Is there going to be a bit of back for blood gameplay on that one? That's what I'm curious about. Are they going to have this revenge moment? You don't want to have 2 games of slow starts. That's a squad that needs to build.
YZ and EA,
APG currently parachuting over the top of
they might split between the containers and
already
the
hit the ground running.
the south
See if
side.
APG extends this parachute
Hello,
down towards
SS. Welcome in.
Sosnovka. I think they have to at this point, especially now the fourth rise is already starting to get set up. We send over towards the eastern side of the map. Falcons in their beloved Pachinki, as well as Rozok being held by
APG will go all the way across to military base.
There was a lot of indecision coming through from Regnum Kaya when it comes to Rozok teams. Often finding a better
TT is
position
going
in
to
Rozok
have
when
a
the
drop
circle
class.
heads that way. Not sure whether to hold inside or send out. I think that they got hit with a little bit of an unlucky stick, a few teams on that one.
APG will go to military, yes.
There certainly can be improvements. We'll wait and see. Keep your eyes
Bro,
on
it's
the-
already 5 a.m.
on the
Holy
wheel
smokes.
and the windscreen, please. Instead of just on the map, so if you're driving, get direction from your teammates, possibly.
Yeah, don't dent the Dacia. Keep it clean, Black. Paintwork on that. It's a nice cool blue.
Where's the other guy from
Matches
TT?
the logo.
Yeah, she works out very well. But everyone in this one all rotating together here for Thunder Talks, sending down towards Milta, which is free right now, so Thunder Talks can play that one out. Alter Ego sending far over towards Lipovka right now, which is very much out of the way, but on this kind of circle, it's completely fair. You don't want to send your entire team over towards Lipovka, though. You would like some scouts on the outside. Right
Just
now,
said
it
that
looks like
TT
the
guy was
entirety of the
sleeping.
team is just going up towards Lipovka, though. I think they expect that they're going to have time, especially on the plane path being so long over towards the eastern side of the map.
Stream snipe them, error. Tell them to stream snipe.
Curious as well. Position 10, Falcons tied points with Weibo and both Fire Flux as well. How they're going to be looking. Obviously, we saw in their Sandhawk games throughout survival
so
stage.
EA went to hospital,
pace.
not even the south side.
It worked for them there. It's going to be a bit different here. Teams that are going to look to try and take the fight to you, you're not going to get as many freebies. When they crashed into Nongshing Red Force, that's where it all went wrong.
Thank you, Phil.
Hopefully they can avoid a similar outcome here. Forward scout on Ralph. Father up ahead. It's Regnum Karia, Fireflux, and Power.
All right, circle closing in 15 seconds.
Power's getting a move
Stage
on.
one.
Kaya also making that move, as you were saying. All
Bro,
the vehicles,
no drop classes, no fun, bro.
Rozhok early.
I want drop
classes.
classes.
Here. I think that's fair enough, especially in the first circle. They want to spend
like
too
drop
much time
class
in
from the
Rozhok.
very
They'd
beginning.
rather get a central position, and then
Why
know
not,
that
chat?
there is a chance to send back over towards Rozhok later on. So we're not doing
Either
any
Falcons
shenanigans.
or
We'll leave two
win.
players behind. We've sent 2 players up front.
We'll
They're going
see.
to play together.
Let's
If
look
it means
at
they have
stage
to
3 map
kind of work
and
their
then,
way
and then
back
it'll
into
be easier for
Rozhok,
us to
dig a tunnel back towards that region of the map, then sure, fair enough. But in the meantime, Regnum Kai is just going to try and take a central position, which they know they have priority on right now from the spot that they started in. Like you said, Power in a similar spot. Gondola.
Why are they spectating Fear Fire uncles? Fear Fire.
He will make the
Free Fire
journey
uncles.
back down the mountain. This is over towards
Bro, I don't
Stalber.
understand how spectators are finding these.
Aaron, inside of the gondola.
He peeks.
The ground shaking.
Jinx padlock. Throw away the key.
Oh, I'm glad you saved us.
Jiggle is the latest addition to Horror. They added Jiggle this
very glad
season.
we get a little bit of camera time with DRX here as well. Again,
Let me tell you guys about how Horror Sports came with this roster.
From that team, but they kept it developing, and again, I think there's so much talent for this squad. I'm curious to see how they're going to be looking once we kind of have this day to look back on. Going into day 2, where they are in the standings, what the squads look like. I feel like
tournament
there's so
allow
much
camping
talent on this roster.
Yes, it does.
For Hyunbin as well. So
It's not camping, bro. It's
been there, worn the
at this
t-shirt
point,
in such a
chat,
short space of time.
John Berry is the only one who's gonna
very good talent to watch.
Who's gonna beat them in
Very
camping.
effective across esports. In, like you said, the short time he's been here, relative to a lot of the veterans that are in PUBG Mobile. I will say the one thing that is annoying between Nongshim Red Force as well as DRX for our South Korean teams is Tizzy, Sizzy, Zizzy. It's like, come on, guys. Let's get a slightly different naming convention going, just for my sanity at least.
Well, at least we've only got one alpha now.
That's true, yeah. Fantastic result.
OP driver, flip it, flip it, flip it! Dang it.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I think, honestly, for Alpha 7, they claimed the name earlier, right? For Alpha Gaming, that felt more like BM, in my opinion.
What, they have the chance to do the funniest thing.
Oh, it's Alpha Gaming. They've won the second. Wait a minute.
Oh, the back-to-back. Oh, no, hang on. It's a different team.
A different one.
Yeah.
That would confuse the social media managers.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you that now.
That'd throw you off guard.
Yeah.
Roll the alpha set.
Just joking.
Bro, this is the zone, chat. This is the zone right here.
Let's not twist the knife.
Bora is coming. Bro, I remember this zone and
they've just come off a pretty.
So APG is gonna play from here. Look at Alter Ego, bro. Look at Alter Ego. They have the whole freaking east side of the map. DRX is taking fight. All the squad houses here will be taken, bro. You know the squad houses, right? There are like 3 squad houses here. One here, like this is farm, and then one on the top.
So far. With just a lot of rotating happening.
Look at TS Team Secret and Yangon Galacticos. This is like Alpha 7 rotation, bro, right here. Nobody's taking the Potato Hill. I would have just taken the Potato Hill, bro. Anytime Potato Hill is in the center, I'm like, Potato Hill.
A lot of teams
actually,
a lot more
NS
stock
is
here
going
towards
there.
the center, which will change as time goes on, as more and more spots open up around the edge of the map.
Let's see, Chad. Let's see if how many seconds do we have left.
Coming into playoffs, and that is sort of the change we're going to see probably day 2, day 3 if this thing continues, and it really depends which team's going to be able to take advantage of that, because a lot of times
APG is gonna, bro, imagine APG go here and come through the school. Look at this rotation, bro. What? I don't understand how every team just wants to rotate from
home that point of the fact that this team can do it all. They can pass the baton amongst one another. It was very nicely played.
They are also showing the
Rosemary goes down, the way they're building back into the game, walking away with chicken dinner. And there's a reason, you throw it out there saying, obviously, I think they could take a back-to-back chicken dinner here today. But with the talent they've shown, I think they genuinely could. We'll keep our eye on it. See how it goes over the flow of this one. Nice as well when you brought it up, obviously. Everyone in the crowd, we saw the highlight there and Al Haji's father. That segment of the crowd representing power. If they keep playing like they did, try and build into that, well, there they are in the Elim feed, taking fights to Thunder Talks. You know they're going to be getting loud.
Yeah, sighting actually does go down straight away to Ragnar, which is a good opener. He does take a fair lick of damage, but should be able to get back into cover here.
Underdog lost one.
Gameplay between both teams as the circle did push out towards the western side. And I think it's first time this tournament we've really seen this area of the map
minimize the tab and add on the gameplay one. I'll try to do it after this game.
There's a lot of water. It's not as much as you might think, but you've got to consider
we can put that right here on the top.
Sort of playable space.
And we'll look at the map as well.
Be a bit mad to try and confirm.
I'll try to do it in between the games. That way I just don't mess up the
about 30%, I'd say, out of this map. So it's becoming a little bit more cramped, a little bit more crowded.
Scary as well, watching this rotate in from Team Secret. Another squad that I think, could be described as preferring to have those passive setups rather than being the one to instigate firefights. You run into the crosshairs of Alter Ego, they are going to take that fight
the way Rosemary plays is wild. I've never seen someone play like that in
out of the driving seat to attempt to set up in cover. Didn't take
that guy just roams around the map solo.
A few bullets to see if he can get a connection over, but they can still chase on this.
For Rodrigo, they're sort of giving ground here to Team Secret as they get ahead, but it is Krypton who's been able to swipe round, get in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, only one guy has died so far.
Front. It's an awkward rotate, I'd say, because Horror does control a lot of the space over towards the northern side, and Alter Ego likely not wanting to pick up that position. Neither are Team Secret. There is potential, though, to just completely back off this angle. Make a very wide wrap over towards school side and play there. It is out of bounds in terms of where a lot of the high prio locations are, but it gives you a safe approach into the circle. Alva right now,
APG did rotate from Pochinki side,
the team of Alter Ego, looking to take a sniff over towards Shelter.
Bro, what is Order wearing? That's kind of cute. Bro, what is this helmet? Yo, who knows what the helmet is this?
From Emre, who's actually bypassed
kind of cute helmet, not gonna lie.
Inside of the blue is Alva. Comes out of the vehicle for a second, quick bit of looting. Rosemary in close position there as well. You see it established here on the map screen as we get that next zone.
And John, we're not gonna even... Oh, Regnum Karya took the...
Derex, E-Arena, both in good spots. I like where Mormon's playing. This is a really nice split coming through from E-Arena. They had the
Hora can farm, bro. Hora can farm from right here, bro.
Hold out Falcons, but they make this immediate rotate up towards Mormon, who held that spot, but Regnum Karya will be coming through quickly as well. They understand this spot is extremely important to them. 2 down already. Sakura is out and Regnum Karya is cleaning house.
Oh yeah, mop and bucket gameplay. Looking to close down on E-Arena and leave them nothing to fight back with. It's a nice start. Silas on the hunt.
All of them
player
crashed.
up on the roof, trying to keep his head down. Clean this out, make sure there's no opportunities for a bit of a stab back. Walk away with all 4 players still alive once they get the man back up there.
What the...
That's not what you want.
Oh,
Butcher maneuvers.
Fireflux
Could be a little bit cheeky. Fireflux going in. Hovercraft gameplay from the side though. Macap instantly falls. He able to hit that one on the crash in.
Fireflux.
He's trying to run away.
To win this fight is going to be pretty rough for them because this was their game plan for a long time, is to hit up towards this compound. And they've been sent back off this.
Nope.
Good hold.
You are not going out.
Weibo. Only losing 1 player in order, but it's not even a flush there. It's just the knock. That's easily resable. So Fireflux is going to have to go play down by the coastal side, which is a
no fear down. Okay, he's picked up.
Not only is it not in this compound, which is much safer, but it also denies you a lot of information into the future there. Alter Ego have been taking their time. Alva was able to spot out 1 player. They will find the pickoff onto him. Sky goes down, and
Sleepy
now more
goes
space
down.
can be gained from Alter Ego.
Bro, please do not.
Oh edge and sweeping.
Okay, right here.
Alpha charges further forward. Line of sight blocked
Come on.
from the smoke wall.
Here, connect that nade. Connect that nade. Connect that nade, buddy.
Alpha's going to be looking for this one on target with the nade. Meanwhile, Rosemary confirming being able to get that final shot off.
Bro,
back
Sleepy
towards
and
Sleepy.
Sky both are out.
An exchange of shrapnel. No fear, at least with a little bit of cover to play with. Slightly harder to get those nades in with the smoke shrouding it as well, but he bails now with his teammate falling further back to provide cover.
Yeah, you got to keep backing this one off now. It's a nice bit of high ground that you can use to scout into the future of the game. I'm curious to see how Alter Ego want to play this one out, because it is a bit of a wall in front of them. Ida's playing a nice angle and a nice setup here where they are darted across the road, allowing them to get a lot of information going in towards the future, take a couple of pot shots here and there. So yeah, definitely curious how Alter Ego want to play this out. I mean, they have just been taking names slowly but surely. Team Secret weren't able to step to them. They made an instant decision to rotate back off and just trusting in Alva's calls as well, which is very nice to see. I do want to quickly go back to Regnum Kaya though, because despite that being an immediate rotate, Mormon having control over towards the building, that was a very nice take coming through from Regnum Kaya, and that might have just bumped their point scoring up by a fair bit. There is a slight issue with that compound where some of the angles are cut off to you. You don't have all the information in the world, but this is the sort of position that's going to keep you safe for a long, long time.
A is gonna be
as well early on in the day. It feels like sometimes they pull those punches and won't fully commit to play. So it's nice to see, you know, you've committed to an idea that they've been able to make it work.
Yeah.
Just need to keep that consistency. Blank confidence good though.
Yep. Even that survival stage where Regnum
Kaya went for some strong
How did APG group up like this, bro?
Very, very proactive. Even those spots where it felt like they didn't really have position to play. These are drive-by nades as well. A huge amount of damage going through up towards Alpha Gaming. I'm surprised not even a single knock there. I think if they even found one more nade
How
towards
did
that
APG
position,
end up on that?
it would have been an easy cleanup for them and an easier decision to roll out, cutting out a big threat on the north side.
Yeah, they are very lucky they've been able to survive through that. On target nade, like you said, it's impressive. Not a single one of them went down. You could have crashed into it, very easily cleaned up with such a sliver of HP
circle
between
closes,
the four of them.
the
They can reset with the supplies they have. We saw a little bit of power showing up in the Elim feed once again as well. So still looking to find opportunities to build, but the nade back over. Easy knockdown because of it. This is Thunder Talks. It's the last man in Zing.
Still sweeping over the top side, gets a little bit of information, but Fahida wants to take more shots and will finish it off there. Power eliminating Thunder Talks. He's pointing to me as well, though, where the
Why is Power
just
coming
a case
outside?
of
He's 1 HP.
Easy.
He is 1
didn't even know he's in the
HP.
shack, but just assumed that Easy's in one of these shacks in this game. I have to nade every single shot.
Rosemary getting APG. Bro, I'm telling you, Rosemary, I don't know how he plays like that.
It's operative here.
Oh, somebody else knocked Rosemary.
From the top side, finding that shot down range onto Alpha Gaming. They've been in that same position. It's a full confirmation from Rosemary. Quick pick-me-up play as well from Krypton.
You're getting Joker with the bow.
I mean, I'd like to see more DVS, but to be fair, he's one of the most skillful players.
Yo, did you guys see that kill feed? Sook got someone by a bow, bro.
It's something different.
Hello, Punk. Umar, thank you so much for that 8-month membership.
In the Elim feed, but the amount of space that Weibo gains off of Sook, wielding the bow and letting loose some absolute ringers.
Weaponizing the crowd there as well. You could see the excitement. We mentioned it, man. Would we be seeing it in playoffs? Yeah, he doesn't give a damn. Grand stage, important matchups. He'll still be playing to his best, playing his flavor of PUBG Mobile.
Bro, the spectator is so bad that we're missing so many good fights.
And like you said, this now presents more opportunities for
our
teams.
Like 40 versus Falak.
It's not the craziest point disparity in the mid portion there, but you're going to take that if they're not here.
So some very obvious priority compounds here inside this circle, which you can easily spot if you're watching the map feed, which is available over at PUBG Mobile Esports at YouTube. You'll see that Nocturne Red Force currently have the one over towards east.
Nervalo getting knocked by 24.
Mass of compounds on that south side. None is direct
bro,
central,
he's mowing that freaking
very, very good use cases into the future. In the meantime, here's 4 Thrives going up against the Falcons right on the edge, and they are backed up against the wall. Ralph is trying to get Narvalo back up on his feet, but the nades continue to rain through. This is an important knock that they need, and Redox misses.
The timing on it. I mean, he's able to re-engage at least with a quick switch. pulls out the secondary on the Bizone and unloads from the damage from the side.
Oh, somebody else, third party Falcon.
Connection. T24 hitting Narvalo even once more. He's going to try and beast up on this, but the Lanimal put back in his place, and Redox stays alive. Off the knock onto IQ, can push further forward, but it is a rough start for Falcons.
Yeah, slashing swipe coming through here. In the meantime, Alter Ego have had one player
that was
but
not
they
a third
are currently
party. Somebody
taking Yangon
rotated.
to task
I
over
missed
towards
it.
Potato Hill as the circle move far towards that north side and becomes even more of a prime position. Noki sending nades out. Redox certainly proved himself there, getting the single nade across. Koa will send one of his own. It
And
needs to be
boom,
on target.
Falcon is out.
But it's not meant to be as 4 Thrives are able to find the Elims, find the Nox, and Falcons
Rosemary,
will
exactly,
be brought
bro.
low
I don't know how
from
he
the
plays
western
like that.
edge.
And they've been wanting to play that slower style into these games. Here, though, 4 Thrives take the fight straight to you. Yes, they lose one player, but they can reset from it. Bit of Weibo action going on again here as well, with Fireflux having a real struggle start going into playoffs already. Again, removed from the equation. Alter Ego continue unloading the mortar strike. Nade after nade on top.
Aura goes out.
An extremely extended fight. I think we've seen Nox coming through across the board, but Ida starts to get involved now over towards
Rosemary
Alter Ego.
is
I think
down
they just
and
lost
finished,
one.
I think.
Krypton is down. Now Albert needs to pull out something special. Yangon Galacticos down to just the 2 players. 2 players knocked for them.
Alva
What
barely crawling, using the grass and the ridge side to provide him some additional cover. Quick jump spot, seeing if he can get visual contact over the edge of the smoke. Vahidan as well takes a stray bullet from the side. Nonshin Red Force building into this one.
They just need to pick Krypton back up again. Technically, he is in cover. So Alva will head back down there, but a full 3v3 and plenty of nades to
this
work
nade
with.
connects,
Sacred
chat.
might
This
just
nade
be
connects.
on target there with that one. He sends over the top, and it won't be a lot of damage needed to take Krypton out, and it will be a knockover towards Alva. And despite a massive spree coming through in this game from Alter Ego over towards Yangon Galacticos, it is the Galactic comeback coming through on the north side of the map. Very surprising that Yangon comes out of this one with the 3 players.
That's the go pistol to push up for them as well. And similarly for Moana, it's time to bail. That fight has gone no way near how they wanted it to go down. Trapped as well as he gets the overall.
Wait, what
lay of the
helmet
land.
is this?
Well,
I want
close
this
by.
helmet,
He's just
bro.
got to get his head down, tuck into position. It's Ida from the sideline that takes shots towards it, opens up an opportunity for Nonshin. Alpha with the nade, rolls it on target, and it is a strike from Reefus.
That is a unreal nade through the trees, through the leaves.
Bro, how is YG not
that
shooting
will be the
APG?
final player from Alter Ego out. Incredible stuff there. You don't see those ones every
Aaron
day.
is happy A is out.
No back-to-back chicken dinners to start us off.
Oh, they
Another
can't
team will walk
overextend.
away
Ooh,
with a
24
big
getting
W
knocked
on
by
this one. The
YG.
battle continues.
24 getting flushed
Nice
by
distance
Romeo, bro.
firefights
Knocked
here onto
and
4
finished so
Thrives
fast.
as well. Good aim.
Location on the map, man. Ida currently looking very good from this spot, but we moved away from a lot of the more prominent compounds on the map. Regnum Kaya looking just to finish off those players down on that south side. And Power still running through with 3 players as well, so they're not down and out yet. Nongshim Red Force should be able to hold out strong on the south side, though, having very, very good buildings to work with going forward.
Oh, that nade from
a little bit of damage
Regnum Kaya.
Kaya over towards DRX, who are now opting to see if they can just swipe right on this one.
Spin out on the burst tire as well, because Ida are just firing shots down Rage. You've instantly got to try and reset from this one, but there's further damage done. Knock behind the tree. Quick bandage from Hyunbin, looking to reset himself. Easy. Sees that opportunity though. Clean connection. Back onto DRX.
Finally, somebody needed APG.
But DRX trying to get through here. Nongshim Red Force wasn't going to let it happen. Al-Haji finding Yumbin as well on the back line.
Bro, this is like that WoW map we play.
To make it work. Make it work, it does. There is still one building available for Regnum Guy to be playing out on the very edge of the circle. I'd be excited to see a Yangon podium finish here just because of how hard they had to fight for their lives on the north side.
Oh, he did run him over.
Hefty investment from Power.
He did run him over, bro.
Clamored to try and steal away some points from that one. Damage is good onto DRX, but they both go down because of it, resulting in a bit of a stalemate from the crash in. Only leaving one representative of Power left. It was Weibo that were able to cause issues behind that smoke wall, and then of course Regnum Cario, the compound high ground position as well. The nice split. Silas set up further ahead. Yeah, this is going to get more and more intense. Secret catching vision.
This is the nice thing about Regnum Cario as well, is that we mentioned it beforehand, where they're a proactive team. They don't allow themselves to be caught up in the moment and just sit around, feet up, watching telly inside these compounds. They are very much active on the outside there. They took shots over towards Alpha Gaming. They cut out over towards that south side.
Right here, chat.
It's not a crazy amount of points they're able to find this game in terms of elims, just as 3.
Stagnate does not connect at all
on that southwest side. Weibo are in front of them, as you've mentioned. I'd like to see how they're going to handle this into the future.
They're just gonna tell them that, hey,
terrain that they'll have
we're here
to push through
and not take the fight further.
For Yangon, it could be uncomfortable if Secret can actually get the angle to arc those nades over, roll it down the hillside. Spacing could be problematic.
Bro.
That's what you were talking about, of course. Obviously for Weibo, just a few steps
APG
ahead,
and Weibo both have like such a weird angle.
Vehicles, and it's actually Fahedin that was the last man left for Powder. So he's just over by the tree line there.
It's very, this is why I'm saying, ooh, wow, what a shot coming through from Fahedin. A fair chance as well, and he took it immediately. This is what I mean for Regnum Cario. It's very hard because you want to take shots down towards Weibo Gaming.
Use the hoverboard order.
Compound, you're in sight lines of Ida going forwards. That next circle doesn't cut Ida out either. So now Regnum Cario has to go for something very quick. They know the exact location of Alpha Gaming though. At this point, it sort of does feel like you're going to need a crash here for Regnum Cario. Over towards that north side, I don't think it's going to be effective at all trying to wrap out over towards the east.
It's happening in Saudi, yes.
He down though, maybe the chance on towards these
died.
two
Noki was the last one.
The car cover, but then what chances do you have later into the game? That's the real issue. So it looks like they are going to roll out over towards this north side, as I was mentioning.
I forgot to check the...
As we've seen, Ida have been able to do so much from this position. This might actually give them an opportunity. Yeah, Nonxing engaging. Yeah, this is go time for both squads. You've got to build off the back of this. Crash in, up towards the compound. Nade close. Zizzy takes the brunt of the damage. Aaron priming another one as well. It's Doc C. He saw him. What's going on? Goes back in for a second look. Finally shuts down Rita.
That was crazy. Silas moving up top there. We'll find Silas. We'll finish him off there as well. I mean, Regnum Cario just spent all the way over towards Yangon Galacticos, and they were doing damage, but they're out now.
Oh, what the hell? How did Regnum... Oh, who threw that molly?
You knew about Alpha for so long. The minute an opportunity was presented from the commotion thrown between this fight on your screens, they go for it.
They're still fighting here. I thought
just
they
absolutely upset. Goodbye, Regnum Cario. It's now not a bad position for them to build from.
Not at all. I think Alpha Gaming played a bit of a blinder on that one, but blinding powder over to Regnum Cario. It would seem. Doc C moves up over towards Ida, finding Darkin. More DPS shot through the window, not quite connecting just yet. There's a Molotov sent through. Murnat will finish off top on an explosion on the vehicle. They are just trying to hold on as much as possible here. And once again, it is Yangon Galacticos to make it through. This team is bulletproof.
You got Team Secret as well, playing that classic slow build, playing from distance, looking to third party onto this one. This elongated bout between Nonxin and Ida. Aaron dodged the explosives, but he can't dodge the slugs. That's the peek up from Doc C. The DBS finally able to finish him off, but at what cost? One player left, just him.
Gives me Yangon Galacticos as well.
I still don't understand how APG survived that.
Positions going in towards the future. They can effectively sort of ignore one another and rather take shots down towards that south side at teams that will be making their way up this hillside. I think it's going to be tough.
Bro with the 27 bows.
Just sending shots in, making life extremely difficult for Doc C.
He knows there is only one guy, though. I think.
And Suk may be just sending in ammo for no reason.
You know, you can do the damage through the walls.
He could zone you for quite some time. Just make it impossible to go for a peek out.
He's got to leave at some point as well, is the thing.
Oh, they're getting close.
Just consistent bombardment.
He has so much utilities there.
Forward, Suk will see a
he
nade
had 27, bro. He had 27. Now he has 11 left.
Upset about the nades coming down though. Might pivot off. Spot stock C isn't quite as effective with the assault rifle as he is with the bow. The team will support him there, still make it happen. Weibo attempting to move up, but it's those two angles. Like I said, it's an efficient, I want to call it teamwork between both teams, but it's an agreement, right? You both have an extremely strong position. Let's get rid of the teams that could cause problems for us later on.
Yeah, I like how YG and TS played. They were just like, we're just gonna stay here, not do anything. Okay, now it's the fight.
Until it's time to engage. Frankie with a move up.
He ate that nade.
Damage back over, slapping him there, forcing him into a bit of a rough spot. 3 squads going head to head, of course. And Alpha Gaming only have the 1 man left alive. That's Reefus that's further down.
This has been the second game in a row that Alpha Gaming have been able to get themselves a podium finish with a solo player towards these end circles. He's going to make a break for it. Murnat definitely saw him, was wondering why he went for that play. I don't think he had much choice in that situation. Murnat had actually pushed off that position as well.
Frankie gets Romeo.
He comes out at that timing. Trang will go down.
Shots back and forth, trades on either side. Intensity building. Saycloud looking for the angle. Murnat from further back, able to assist. They can focus fire on Frankie. He's removed, cauterize it, and reset. 2 players alive, focusing on the pickup as well. Grab Romeo.
Can I see the...
Yeah, just make it as hard as possible. A 3v1. There's absolutely no way the Jikey should be able to get himself out of this one. With Yangon Galacticos starting to move up, and the map is enveloped by space as they suffocate out the rest of the teams from the high ground, pick themselves up a big chicken dinner. Not only against some of the hardest spots in the lobby like Alter Ego, but Regnum Kaya, who sent their way up there earlier, who did get backstabbed by Alpha Gaming, but what can you say about that one? They knew where they were. There were some weird plays this game, but it was terrifying terrain to play around with.
You see the celebration and elation from the team as well. Some nice, solid slaps of the hands. Everyone congratulating one another. The arena starting to get excited as well with the way these games have been going. And yeah, they should be celebrating. They played some great games, heads-up maneuvers again as well.
Well, hold up, Chad. Let me end the vertical stream.
When you bring up that Alpha Gaming being able to drag that one out, even that fight onto Regnum Karia. Crazy scenes here, Blank, but the action keeps on going. Join us for more in a couple minutes' time.
They need to keep on rotating winners. They need to keep on rotating winners.